Ever held the door open for someone who just walked right through like you were their butler from Downton Abbey? Yeah, being a nice guy is great, until you realize you've become everyone's emotional doormat. If your spine's been missing since 2011, this video is your search party. Smash that like button before someone asks you to babysit their cat for the 8th time. Let's get something straight. Being kind is not the same as being a nice guy. Being kind means you help someone because you want to. Being a nice guy means you help someone because you're afraid of saying no. It's the emotional equivalent of offering someone the last slice of pizza even though you're starving, and they've already had 4. The problem with nice guys isn't their manners, it's their mindset. They are approval addicts, people pleasers, emotional chameleons. They say yes when they mean maybe, maybe when they mean no, and it's totally fine when their soul is quietly screaming into the void. And worst of all, they confuse passivity with politeness. But here's the truth. Nice guys don't finish last because they're nice. They finish last because they're not assertive. Assertiveness is the secret sauce. It's the art of being respectful without being a pushover. It's learning to say no thanks without writing a 300-word apology. And it's exactly what we're diving into today. Chapter 1. What assertive communication actually is and isn't. Okay, quick quiz. When someone asks you to help them move on your only day off, do you A. Say yes, then resent them for 6 years? B. Say no, but feel like a terrible person for the next week? C. Say I can't help that day, but I hope it goes smoothly, and go enjoy your day like a legend? If you picked A or B, welcome to the club. If you picked C, either you're already assertive, or you've just discovered your final form. Assertiveness is about expressing your thoughts, needs, and boundaries clearly and respectfully. That's it. It's not aggression. You don't need to punch anyone in the face or wear sunglasses indoors. It's not manipulation. You're not Jedi mind-tricking people into thinking it was their idea. And it's definitely not passivity, where you silently suffer, smile like a hostage, and hope people just get it. Assertive people speak up, calmly, clearly, without guilt. They don't over-explain. They don't beg for permission. They just state the truth. Like, I'm not comfortable with that. I disagree. I'm not available this weekend. Without adding a nervous laugh or 14 emoji. Chapter 2. Why nice guy syndrome happens, and why it's not your fault. Here's the wild part. Most nice guys were raised to be that way. You were taught to be good, to avoid conflict, to make others happy. Maybe you got praised for being the easy child. Maybe saying no led to guilt tripping or rejection. Maybe you learned that love equals approval equals being useful. So over time, you became hyper-attuned to others' emotions and completely blind to your own. Your needs got shoved to the back of the emotional bus. But let's be clear, this isn't about blaming your parents or society or that one teacher who said you were too sensitive. It's about realizing you've been running old software, and it's time for an upgrade. Because newsflash, being nice out of fear isn't kindness. It's a form of self-abandonment. You're not being polite, you're being invisible. And invisible people don't get what they want. They just get resentful, which leads to bitterness, which leads to explosive rants about dishes in the sink. Chapter 3. The Assertive Mindset. How to think like a boundaries boss. Before we get into what to say, let's talk mindset. Assertive communication starts with how you see yourself. Here are 3 key shifts you need to make. Shift 1. Your needs matter too. You are not a support character in everyone else's movie. You have a right to rest, space, and preferences, even if they inconvenience someone. You don't need a PowerPoint to justify your feelings. Shift 2. Discomfort isn't danger. Saying no might feel awkward. Disagreeing might cause a weird silence. But that's not the same as being unsafe. You're not gonna get banished from the village for asserting yourself. Your brain is just being dramatic. Thanks, amygdala. Shift 3. You can disappoint people and still be a good person. If someone's mad because you said no politely, they're not asking for a favor. They're demanding obedience. And that's not your problem to solve. Chapter 4. The Assertive Communication Toolbox. Alright, let's gear up. Here are the tools you need to go from chronic nice guy to respectfully unbothered legend. Tool number 1. I statements. Instead of saying, "You're being rude," try, "I feel disrespected when I'm interrupted." Why it works? It's honest without being accusatory. You express your experience, not their character. Tool number 2, the broken record technique. When someone won't take no for an answer, repeat yourself calmly. "I'm not available Saturday." "I understand, but I'm not available Saturday." "I won't be able to help Saturday." Eventually, they get it, or they explode. Either way, your Saturday's free. Tool number 3, the pause. You don't need to respond instantly. Silence is power. Take a breath. Say, "Let me think about it." Or just stare at them like a wise owl and say nothing. Works surprisingly well. Tool number 4, boundary sandwich. Start with kindness, add the boundary, finish with empathy. "Thanks for thinking of me. I can't take that on right now. Hope it all goes well." It's respectful, clear, and less scary than yelling "no" with jazz hands. Tool number 5, exit lines. End conversations that are draining. "I need to get going. Let's continue this another time." "I'm not up for this discussion right now." Use them like garlic to keep energy vampires away. Chapter 5, Common Scenarios and What to Say. Let's get practical. Here are some real-life nice guy traps and your new assertive comebacks. Family favoritisms. Old you, "Sure, I'll help you move again." New you, "Can't this weekend. Good luck with it." Workplace dumping. Old you, "No problem, I'll stay late." New you, "I'll start it Monday. No time today." Awkward dating. Old you, "Maybe we'll hang out again sometime." New you, "Nice meeting you, but I'm not feeling a spark." Freeloader friends. Old you, "Gives money, regrets life." New you, "I'm not lending anything more, sorry." Just like that, your time, energy, and self-respect get a front row seat. Chapter 6, What happens when you stop being a nice guy? Spoiler alert, not everyone will change. Some will say you've changed. You have. Congratulations. But guess what? You gain confidence. You waste less time. You attract better people. You stop overthinking every text. And the ones who ghost you because you finally said no, good riddance. They weren't friends. They were subscriptions with emotional fees. Chapter 7, Final reminders for recovering nice guys. Let's tattoo this on your brain. Saying no isn't rude. Speaking up isn't mean. You don't need to explain your every boundary like it's a TED Talk. Being assertive is just being honest, with style. So take up space, set limits, and smile knowing you're finally being genuine, not just nice. Be real, not a robot. You don't need to growl to be assertive. You just need to stop apologizing for existing. So next time someone asks you for a favor you don't want to do, say, "Thanks, but no thanks." And say it like you mean it. Like this video? Don't be shy. Be assertive. Smash the like. Subscribe to Mindware. Drop a comment with the last time you said yes and instantly regretted it. Catch you in the next one, legend.